Have you ever wondered why some people seem to get rich effortlessly, while others spend their entire lives struggling to make ends meet? Let me share something that could change everything. The system is designed to keep you trapped. They don't want you to know what I'm about to tell you. What I'm about to share will completely transform how you see money. This moment could define your financial freedom. Since childhood, we've been taught to follow a single path: go to school, get a job, work hard, and save money. But why didn't school ever teach you about money? Because the goal was never to set you free. The education system doesn't exist to make you wealthy. It exists to keep you as a part of the machine that makes others rich. The brutal truth is this: you're being trained to be a worker, not financially free. What the rich know and no one teaches is that assets put money into your pocket, and liabilities take money out. Most people spend their lives accumulating liabilities, thinking they're assets. Here's an example: your home. How many times have you been told that buying a house is the greatest investment of your life? That's an illusion. If money is flowing out of your pocket every month, it's a liability, not an asset. The rich invest in income-generating assets, while the poor and middle class remain trapped in debt disguised as investment. Another secret is understanding how money really works. In 1971, the dollar was taken off the gold standard. Since then, money has become nothing more than debt. While you save, banks and governments keep printing money, making your savings less valuable every day. Have you ever asked yourself why you're saving something that constantly loses value? Meanwhile, the rich use debt to build wealth, and they even get tax benefits for doing it. You might be thinking, but I'm not rich. How can I change this? The answer is simple: start small, but start now. Stop working just for money. Build assets that generate passive income, like real estate, businesses, or smart investments. Understand that there are three types of income: earned, portfolio, and passive. Passive income is the key to freedom because it allows you to earn without trading your time for money. Question everything you've been taught. Saving money and avoiding debt might seem safe, but that's exactly what keeps you trapped. True wealth is built by strategically using assets and debt, not through savings that only lose value. Shifting your mindset isn't easy. We've been raised to believe that hard work and playing it safe is the right path. But that mindset will never lead to freedom. Wealth isn't about luck or privilege. It's about knowing the rules of the game and playing them wisely. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. Read, learn, and apply. Most importantly, start today. Fear and doubt are your biggest obstacles, but every day you wait is one less day to build the life you want. Now you have the key. The choice is yours. Keep living the way they want you to, or start building your freedom. The system won't change for you, but you can change the way you play the game. Are you ready to turn the tables? The time is now. Don't wait any longer. If you want to transform your financial life, it's essential to understand that relying on a single source of income is a risk you can't afford to take. The wealthy have multiple income streams, and that's exactly what allows them to maintain financial stability, even during crises. So, how can you start creating these new income sources, even with limited resources or experience? First, look at yourself. What skills do you already have that can be monetized? Maybe you're talented in design, digital marketing, writing, programming, or even crafting. We live in the digital age, where platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, and Etsy enable anyone with a skill to create extra income. If you're good at teaching, websites like Udemy or Skillshare allow you to turn your knowledge into paid courses. And if you enjoy interacting with people, the coaching and consulting market is growing rapidly. But don't stop there. Observe market trends. What industries are thriving? Artificial intelligence, blockchain, sustainability, the creative economy, and mental health are just a few examples of booming sectors. Learn about these fields, develop related skills, and position yourself to take advantage of these opportunities. You don't need to know everything right away, but you can start with the basics and progress as you learn. Another powerful way to generate income is by creating digital businesses. With social media and the global reach of the internet, you can start an e-commerce store, create a blog monetized through ads and affiliate marketing, or even launch a YouTube channel, just like we're doing now with Invest Grow Mindset. The key is to create something scalable, something that doesn't rely solely on your time but continues to generate income even when you're not actively working. Here's a crucial point: invest in yourself. Knowledge is the one asset no one can take away from you. Read books, take courses, attend workshops, watch educational videos. Every new skill you acquire is an opportunity to turn it into income. Don't see education as an expense, but as the best investment you can make. Additionally, diversify. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Invest in different areas: passive income from real estate, scalable earnings from digital businesses, and security through long-term investments. This way, even if one income source is impacted, you'll have others to support you. Above all, remember, The perfect moment will never come. Trends shift quickly, and waiting can be costly. Start now with what you have. Turn your talents into money. Identify market needs and meet them. The secret to success lies in consistent action, continuous learning, and an open mindset for new opportunities. It's in your hands to transform your financial reality. The question you need to ask yourself is, what are you waiting for? How to reprogram your mind to attract wealth. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to magnetize wealth effortlessly while others struggle their entire lives? Let me tell you something crucial. The way you think about money shapes your entire financial reality. If you want to change your results, you need to start by transforming your mindset. This is where it all begins. Most of us grow up surrounded by limiting beliefs about money like, money is the root of all evil, or you need to work yourself to the bone to earn a decent living, or rich people are just lucky or dishonest. These ideas are not truths, they're traps. They keep you stuck, holding you back from achieving the financial freedom you deserve. So, how do you break free? First, recognize the lies you've been told. Challenge every thought that limits you and replace it with a mindset that empowers you. Instead of saying, I'll never be rich, start asking, what can I do today to start building wealth? Replace I'm not good with money with I'm learning to master my finances every single day. Next, start visualizing your financial future. Take a moment, close your eyes if you need to, and imagine your life with complete financial freedom. What does it feel like to wake up without worrying about bills? To have the resources to travel, invest, give back? Picture it vividly. Your brain doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality, and this exercise rewires your subconscious to align your actions with that vision. Here's another thing. Shift from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. Most people focus on what they don't have. I can't afford it. I'll never make enough. Sound familiar? Here's the secret. Focusing on lack creates more lack. Instead, focus on abundance. Gratitude is your most powerful tool. Start appreciating what you have, no matter how small. That mindset creates space for more. But let's get real. Mindset alone won't make you rich. It's the starting point, but action is where the magic happens. So what actions can you take today? Learn a new skill that has value in the market. Start building a side hustle that aligns with your passions. Invest in assets, even if it's just a small start. Here's the kicker. Don't be afraid to fail. Most people fear failure so much that they never take the first step. But failure isn't the enemy, it's feedback. Every mistake you make is teaching you something. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. And finally, stay patient and persistent. Changing your financial mindset and building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. You won't see results overnight, but every small, consistent step adds up. Remember, the wealthiest people didn't get there by accident. They stayed committed, even when the progress was slow. Here's the truth. You already have the power to attract wealth. It's not about luck or privilege. It's about knowing the rules of the game and having the courage to play differently. The choice is in your hands. Will you stay stuck in the same patterns, or will you take the first step toward transforming your financial life? The decision you make today can change everything. So, are you ready to reprogram your mind and attract the wealth you deserve? Let's start now. Have you ever wondered how Elon Musk went from sleeping on his office floor to becoming one of the wealthiest people in the world? It wasn't luck. It wasn't privilege. It was a mindset, a strategy, and an unrelenting commitment to thinking bigger than anyone else. Today, we're going to break down how you can apply Musk's principles to your own journey toward financial freedom, even if you're starting from scratch. The first lesson Elon Musk teaches us is to solve big problems. Musk doesn't just build businesses. He tackles challenges that most people think are impossible, like space travel, renewable energy, and brain-computer interfaces. Ask yourself, what big problem can you solve? It doesn't have to be as groundbreaking as colonizing Mars, but the key is this: bigger problems lead to bigger rewards. Identify a need in the world that aligns with your skills and passions, and create a solution. Next, embrace calculated risks. Musk once sold all his assets and invested his last dollars into Tesla and SpaceX. Most people cling to safety, but Musk understands that real growth happens outside your comfort zone. You don't have to risk everything, but you must be willing to step into uncertainty. Start by investing in yourself, whether it's learning a high-income skill, starting a business, or entering a growing industry. Musk also demonstrates the power of thinking long-term. Too often, people chase quick wins. Elon Musk plays the long game. He doesn't just think about next year, he thinks about the next decade or even the next century. How can you apply this? Instead of focusing solely on immediate gains, invest in skills, assets, and opportunities that will pay off for years to come. Another Musk principle is obsession with learning. Musk is a voracious reader, consuming books on rocket science, artificial intelligence, and more. He's famous for saying, "You don't need a college degree to learn. The internet is your greatest tool for acquiring knowledge." Want to understand coding, blockchain, or artificial intelligence? The resources are out there, often for free. The more you learn, the more valuable you become. Musk also excels at leveraging technology. He didn't build his empire by working harder. He worked smarter by utilizing scalable technologies. Whether it's AI, automation, or digital platforms, the wealthiest people in the world leverage technology to create exponential results. Think about how you can use technology to scale your income, whether it's launching a digital product, automating a business, or investing in tech-driven industries. One of Elon's most overlooked traits is his unwavering resilience. Tesla nearly went bankrupt. SpaceX had multiple rocket failures. But Musk didn't quit. He adapted, learned, and kept going. The lesson here is simple. Failure isn't the end, it's part of the process. Every time you fail, you're learning. Use that knowledge to refine your strategy and try again. Finally, Musk shows us the importance of building a team. He doesn't succeed alone. He surrounds himself with brilliant minds who share his vision. You can't do it all yourself. Find mentors, partners, or collaborators who complement your skills. Together, you can achieve more than you ever could alone. Elon Musk didn't start with billions. He started with an idea, a relentless work ethic, and a willingness to think differently. These principles aren't reserved for billionaires. They're available to anyone willing to put in the work and think big. So what's stopping you from applying Musk's mindset to your own life? The tools, the knowledge, and the opportunities are out there. It's up to you to take the first step. Will you stay small, or will you dream as big as Elon Musk? The choice is yours. What if you could model the strategies of Bill Gates, the man who revolutionized technology and became one of the richest people on the planet? Gates didn't just build wealth. He built systems, mastered innovation, and created opportunities that reshaped industries. Let's dive into the principles that made him successful and how you can apply them to transform your own financial future. The first principle Gates mastered is leveraging your unique advantage. Gates didn't try to do everything. He focused on software when others underestimated its potential. What's your unique advantage? It could be a skill, a passion, or a perspective that others don't have. Identify what sets you apart, and double down on it. In a world of competition, differentiation is the key to standing out. Next, Gates shows us the power of embracing innovation. He didn't follow trends, he created them. Instead of asking, "What's popular now?" ask, "What's next?" Look at emerging industries like AI, green energy, or biotechnology. Position yourself early in these markets by acquiring knowledge, starting a business, or investing in companies that are shaping the future. Another critical lesson from Gates is creating systems that scale. Microsoft didn't just sell software, it sold a platform that became essential for businesses and individuals worldwide. Think about how you can create scalable systems. This could mean building an online course, developing a digital product, or launching a subscription-based service. The goal is to create something that grows even when you're not actively working on it. Gates also exemplifies the value of continuous learning. He's famous for reading over 50 books a year and dedicating time to deep thinking. He doesn't just consume information, he applies it strategically. What's the last skill you learned that could make you money? Commit to lifelong learning in areas like finance, technology, or leadership, and watch how quickly your opportunities expand. A lesser-known trait of Gates is his focus on building partnerships. Microsoft didn't dominate the tech world alone. Gates forged key relationships with IBM, hardware manufacturers, and software developers. In today's world, partnerships are more important than ever. Find collaborators who can amplify your efforts. Whether it's co-founding a business, networking with like-minded individuals, or aligning with mentors, teamwork creates exponential growth. Gates is also a master of delayed gratification. He didn't prioritize short-term gains. He reinvested profits into building a stronger company. How can you practice this? Instead of spending every dollar you earn, reinvest in assets that will grow your wealth over time, whether it's stocks, businesses, or real estate. Wealth is built by thinking beyond today and planning for tomorrow. One of Gates' most impactful lessons is giving back strategically. Through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, he's shown that wealth isn't just about accumulation, it's about impact. While you may not be in a position to donate millions, you can start small by aligning your financial goals with a purpose that drives you. When your work contributes to something bigger than yourself, your motivation and opportunities will skyrocket. Gates also stresses the importance of solving real-world problems. Microsoft's success wasn't built on flashy marketing. It was built on solving a problem, making computing accessible to everyone. Think about the problems you see around you. What solution can you create that would make life easier, faster, or better for others. The bigger the problem you solve, the bigger the reward. Finally, Gates reminds us to stay adaptable. Technology changes, markets shift, and strategies evolve. Gates didn't cling to the past. He continually updated Microsoft's vision to stay relevant. In your own journey, don't fear change. Embrace it. Be willing to pivot, learn new skills, and adapt your approach to meet the demands of a changing world. Bill Gates didn't just build a company, he built a legacy. His principles are timeless, and they work whether you're starting with nothing or already on your way. Focus on innovation, scale your efforts, invest in yourself, and stay open to change. The question is, how will you use Gates' blueprint to create your own success story? The tools are in your hands. The time to act is now. Have you ever wondered how Jeff Bezos took a simple idea, selling books online, and turned it into one of the most powerful companies in the world? Amazon didn't happen by accident. Bezos followed a blueprint that you can adapt to your own financial journey. Let's explore the principles that made him one of the wealthiest people in history and how you can apply them. The first key to Bezos' success is obsession with the customer. He didn't just sell products. He created an unparalleled customer experience. Bezos famously said, "We're not competitor-obsessed, we're customer-obsessed." Take a moment to ask yourself, what do people truly need? Whether you're starting a business, offering a service, or creating content, focus on solving real problems for your audience. When you make their lives easier, better, or faster, success follows naturally. Another powerful lesson from Bezos is the importance of long-term thinking. While most companies focus on quarterly profits, Bezos was willing to operate at a loss for years to dominate the market. This patience allowed Amazon to reinvest profits and grow exponentially. How can you apply this? Instead of chasing quick wins, invest in skills, businesses, or assets that will pay off over the long term. Wealth is rarely built overnight. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Bezos also understood the value of taking calculated risks. He left a lucrative Wall Street career to start Amazon, betting on the potential of the internet. The lesson here isn't to take reckless risks, but to make bold moves backed by research and preparation. Think about the opportunities you're hesitating to pursue. What's the worst that could happen if you took that leap? Often, the greatest rewards come from stepping outside your comfort zone. A cornerstone of Bezos' philosophy is relentless innovation. Amazon didn't stop at books. It expanded into e-commerce, cloud computing, and even space exploration. Bezos' mantra? If you're not failing, you're not innovating enough. Apply this to your own life by constantly looking for ways to improve. Whether it's upgrading your skills, launching a new project, or trying a different approach, keep pushing boundaries. Bezos also emphasizes the power of scalability. Amazon succeeded because it wasn't limited by geography or time. Online sales allowed the business to grow infinitely. Think about how you can scale your efforts. Can you create a digital product, start a subscription service, or leverage automation? The more scalable your income streams are, the closer you'll get to financial freedom. A critical Bezos insight is the concept of focus on what doesn't change. While trends come and go, some principles remain constant, like customers wanting lower prices, faster delivery, and more convenience. In your own life, identify the unchanging needs of the market and build your efforts around them. By focusing on timeless fundamentals, you create a foundation that stands the test of time. Bezos also teaches us about the importance of building a high-performance team. He didn't build Amazon alone. He surrounded himself with people who were smart, driven, and aligned with his vision. Look at the people in your life. Are they lifting you up or holding you back? Seek out mentors, collaborators, and team members who share your ambition and can help you reach new heights. One of Bezos' most striking philosophies is his focus on experimentation and failure. Amazon tried and failed at many ventures before hitting gold with Prime, Kindle, and AWS. Bezos famously said, "Failure and invention are inseparable twins." The lesson here? Don't be afraid to fail. Each failure is a step closer to success. Keep experimenting and learn from every setback. Bezos also mastered the art of diversification. Amazon's success isn't just about retail. It includes AWS, advertising, and even entertainment. This diversification protects the business from downturns in any single sector. In your financial journey, apply the same principle. Don't rely on a single income stream. Invest in stocks, create side hustles, or explore real estate. Diversification builds resilience. Lastly, Bezos reminds us to stay relentlessly curious. His fascination with what's possible, whether it's delivering packages by drones or exploring space with Blue Origin, keeps him ahead of the curve. Cultivate this mindset in your own life. Stay curious about new technologies, industries, and ways of thinking. The more you learn, the more opportunities you'll discover. Jeff Bezos didn't just build a company, he built a legacy of innovation, resilience, and customer obsession. His principles are simple but profound. Focus on the long term. Serve your customers. Take calculated risks. Diversify your efforts. The question is, how will you use Bezos' playbook to transform your financial future? The tools are out there, but it's up to you to take action. Are you ready to think big, act boldly, and build something extraordinary? The time to start is now. If you've ever wondered how some people achieve incredible wealth while others struggle to make ends meet, Brian Tracy has the answers. Known for his mastery of success principles and financial wisdom, Tracy has spent decades teaching people how to transform their lives. Today, we're diving into his most powerful ideas on wealth creation and personal growth, so you can take charge of your financial destiny. One of Tracy's core beliefs is clarity is power. He emphasizes the importance of setting crystal-clear goals. Wealth doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of a well-defined plan. Take out a piece of paper and write down exactly how much money you want to earn and by when. Be specific, break it down into monthly or even weekly targets, and then write actionable steps to achieve them. When your goals are clear, your actions become focused, and focused action leads to results. Tracy teaches the concept of the law of cause and effect. Simply put, wealth is not an accident, it's a result of specific actions. If you want to be wealthy, study and mimic the behaviors, habits, and strategies of successful people. Read their books, follow their advice, and apply their methods. Success leaves clues, and every action you take today will ripple into your financial future. Another cornerstone of Tracy's philosophy is investing in yourself. He famously said, "Your most valuable asset is your earning ability. The more you learn, the more you earn." Dedicate time every day to improving your knowledge and skills. Read books, take courses, attend seminars, and consume content that helps you grow. The higher your skill level, the more opportunities you'll have to generate income. Tracy also champions the principle of eat that frog, which means tackling your biggest, most important task first. When it comes to wealth building, this translates to prioritizing activities that generate the most significant financial impact. Are you spending your time on tasks that grow your business, expand your investments, or build new income streams? If not, start there. High-impact actions lead to high-impact results. A crucial financial lesson from Tracy is mastering the art of saving and investing. He advises setting aside at least 10 to 20% of your income for investments. But saving alone isn't enough. You must make your money work for you. Study the basics of investing, whether in stocks, real estate, or other assets. Compound interest and passive income streams are your greatest allies on the path to wealth. One of Tracy's most profound insights is the idea of continuous improvement. He emphasizes the importance of getting just 1% better every day. Whether it's improving your financial knowledge, increasing your productivity, or enhancing your skills, small, consistent improvements compound over time to create extraordinary results. Tracy is a strong advocate for taking responsibility. He says, "If it's to be, it's up to me." Stop blaming external circumstances, the economy, or other people for your financial situation. Instead, take full control of your choices and actions. When you own your results, you empower yourself to change them. A game-changing principle from Tracy is thinking in terms of value. Wealth is created by providing value to others. The more people you help, the more money you can make. Ask yourself, how can I solve problems for others? Whether it's creating a product, offering a service, or teaching a skill, focus on delivering exceptional value. Money follows value. Tracy also stresses the importance of time management. Time is your most valuable resource, and how you use it determines your success. Focus on high-value tasks and eliminate distractions. Schedule your day around your most important financial goals. Remember, successful people don't have more time, they just use it more effectively. One of Tracy's most inspiring ideas is the concept of visualization. He encourages you to create a mental picture of your ideal financial future. Imagine yourself achieving your goals, living in abundance, and enjoying financial freedom. This practice not only keeps you motivated, but also programs your subconscious mind to work toward your vision. Finally, Tracy teaches the importance of persistence. No matter how many setbacks you face, keep moving forward. He says, resolve to persist until you succeed. Building wealth isn't easy, but the rewards are worth it. Develop the mindset that every challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. Brian Tracy's strategies are timeless, practical, and powerful. Set clear goals, prioritize value, take responsibility, and invest in yourself. Wealth isn't reserved for a lucky few, it's a skill you can learn, practice, and master. The question is, will you take the first step today? Start small, dream big, and stay relentless. Your financial freedom is waiting, but it's up to you to make it happen. Are you ready to rewrite your story? Let's go. Tony Robbins, the world-renowned life coach and financial strategist, has spent decades empowering millions to achieve success, fulfillment, and financial freedom. His insights into building wealth go far beyond money. They're about mastering your mindset, habits, and decisions. Let's dive into his most transformative ideas that can redefine your relationship with wealth and unlock your potential to create lasting financial abundance. One of Tony's foundational principles is, change your story, change your life. If you believe wealth is unattainable or that you're destined to struggle, that belief becomes your reality. The first step to financial success is rewriting the story you tell yourself. Replace limiting beliefs like "I'm not good with money" with empowering ones like "I have the power to learn and grow my wealth." Your mindset sets the stage for every financial decision you make. Tony emphasizes the importance of financial mastery through focus. Most people spend their lives reacting to financial problems instead of proactively creating wealth. He advises you to focus on what truly matters, increasing your income, minimizing unnecessary expenses, and consistently investing in your future. Wealth isn't just about making money, it's about keeping and growing it. A powerful concept from Tony is the power of compounding. He frequently refers to the story of Warren Buffett, who built his fortune by starting early and letting compound interest work its magic. The sooner you start saving and investing, the faster your money can grow exponentially. Even small, consistent contributions to your investments can lead to massive wealth over time. Tony is a strong advocate of diversification. He teaches that putting all your money into one investment or business is a recipe for disaster. Instead, spread your investments across multiple asset classes, such as stocks, real estate, and businesses, to reduce risk and maximize growth. Diversification ensures you're prepared for economic shifts and unexpected challenges. Another game-changing principle from Tony is creating financial independence through passive income. He believes financial freedom comes when your investments generate enough income to cover your living expenses. Whether it's dividends, rental properties, or online businesses, building multiple streams of passive income is the key to breaking free from the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. Tony frequently discusses the importance of a financial GPS. Just like you wouldn't take a road trip without a map, you shouldn't approach wealth building without a clear plan. Determine your financial goals, your desired lifestyle, and how much money you need to achieve it. Then reverse engineer your plan by breaking it down into actionable steps. He also emphasizes the value of modeling success. Instead of reinventing the wheel, study the habits, strategies, and mindsets of financially successful people. Learn from mentors, read books, and follow proven systems. If someone has already achieved what you want, you can replicate their success by following their blueprint. Tony's advice on taking massive action is a cornerstone of his teachings. Knowing what to do isn't enough. You must take consistent, bold action toward your financial goals. Whether it's starting an investment account, launching a side hustle, or learning a new skill, commit to making progress every single day. Another critical lesson from Tony is about the psychology of money. He teaches that wealth isn't just about numbers, it's about how you feel and think about money. If you feel fear or scarcity, you'll make poor financial decisions. Cultivate a mindset of abundance and gratitude. Believe that opportunities are endless, and approach money with confidence and purpose. Tony is also a master of emotional fitness. He teaches that controlling your emotions is essential for making sound financial decisions. Markets fluctuate, businesses face challenges, and life throws curveballs. When you stay calm, focused, and adaptable, you're better equipped to navigate financial ups and downs. One of his most practical strategies is pay yourself first. Before paying bills or spending money, set aside a portion of your income for savings and investments. Automate this process so you never miss a contribution. Paying yourself first ensures you prioritize your future over short-term gratification. Finally, Tony reminds us of the importance of giving back. True wealth isn't just about having money, it's about making an impact. When you share your success with others through charity, mentorship, or acts of kindness, you create a sense of fulfillment that no amount of money can buy. Giving also reinforces the mindset of abundance, opening the door for even greater opportunities. Tony Robbins' teachings are a roadmap to financial freedom and personal transformation. Master your mindset, take massive action, and invest in yourself and your future. Remember, wealth isn't just about what you have, it's about who you become in the process. The question is, are you ready to step into your financial power and create the life you deserve? The time to start is now. Let's make it happen. Jim Rohn, one of the most influential motivational speakers and personal development gurus of all time, laid down timeless principles that continue to inspire millions to achieve financial success and personal growth. His teachings emphasize discipline, mindset, and consistent action as the foundation for building wealth and creating a fulfilling life. Let's dive into some of his most transformative ideas that can help you unlock your full potential and achieve financial freedom. One of Jim's most famous principles is, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. He believed that personal development is the key to financial success. Your income rarely exceeds your personal growth. If you want to earn more, become more valuable by improving your skills, knowledge, and mindset. Jim also emphasized the power of, success is a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Wealth isn't built overnight. It's the result of small, consistent actions over time. Whether it's saving a portion of your income, investing regularly, or dedicating time to learning, these daily habits compound into massive results. Another game-changing idea from Jim is the concept of the law of averages. He taught that success is predictable if you take enough action. For example, if you know that 1 in 10 sales calls results in a deal, your focus should be on making more calls. Success becomes a numbers game when you're persistent and consistent. Jim's advice on the magic of part-time. He encouraged people to start building wealth by working on a side hustle or small business while maintaining their regular jobs. This approach minimizes financial risk and creates an additional stream of income, which can grow over time into something significant. One of his most profound teachings is, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you want to elevate your life, surround yourself with people who inspire and challenge you to grow. Your environment plays a crucial role in shaping your mindset, habits, and decisions. Jim was a strong advocate for setting clear goals. He believed that without specific financial and personal goals, you're like a ship without a destination. Define exactly what you want to achieve, write it down, and create a plan to get there. Clear goals give you direction and purpose. A cornerstone of his philosophy is the idea of, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Many people set goals but fail to follow through because they lack discipline. By staying consistent and focused, even when it's uncomfortable, you can achieve extraordinary results. Jim often spoke about the importance of the seasons of life. He compared life and success to the cycles of nature. There's a time to sow, work hard, plant seeds of opportunity, and a time to reap, harvest the rewards. If you don't plant in the spring, there will be no harvest in the fall. Timing and preparation are everything. Another powerful concept is, don't wish it were easier, wish you were better. Challenges are inevitable, but they're also opportunities for growth. Instead of avoiding difficulties, focus on improving your skills and mindset to overcome them. Every problem you solve makes you stronger and more capable. Jim emphasized the value of investing in yourself. He believed that spending money on books, courses, seminars, and mentors is the best investment you can make. Knowledge and personal growth have a compounding effect, leading to greater opportunities and financial rewards. One of his foundational principles is, learn to manage money, or the lack of it will manage you. He taught that financial discipline, saving, budgeting, and investing, is essential for building wealth. It's not about how much you earn but how well you manage what you have. Jim also spoke about the importance of leaving a legacy. True success isn't just about personal wealth, it's about creating something meaningful that benefits others. Whether it's through mentorship, philanthropy, or building a business that helps people, leaving a positive impact is the ultimate measure of success. Another timeless teaching is, profits are better than wages. Jim encouraged people to move beyond earning a paycheck and start building businesses or investments that generate profits. Wages can sustain you, but profits have the power to create financial freedom. Finally, Jim reminded us of the power of gratitude and reflection. Take time to appreciate what you have and reflect on your journey. Gratitude not only enhances your sense of fulfillment, but also attracts more abundance into your life. Jim Rohn's wisdom is as relevant today as it was decades ago. By applying his principles, developing discipline, focusing on personal growth, setting clear goals, and taking consistent action, you can achieve financial success and create a life of purpose and abundance. The question now is, how will you apply these lessons to your life? The time to start is now. Remember, success is not a one-time event, but a daily process. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a step toward your financial future. Don't wait for the perfect moment because it will never come. The right moment is now. What will you do with the tools and wisdom you've just learned? If you're ready to apply these ideas and reach a new level of success, subscribe to the Invest Grow Mindset channel. We are here to guide you on this journey of growth and financial freedom. Hit the notification bell so you never miss valuable content that can transform your life. Leave a comment below sharing what you think of these lessons and how you plan to start implementing changes in your life. What else would you like to learn? We are here to help you build your wealth mindset. The choice is yours. Are you ready to take the next step? Then click the subscribe button, and let's work together to achieve a more prosperous and successful future.